shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will put toe to leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they were wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take...
Turning it off! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides to back and leaves it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle, it's Sherrill. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
That's caught. It's Hardy. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Might be changing the route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. defense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Slams ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Quick step and go. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hawkins. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Bull. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Flushed out of the pocket. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down back.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown ball! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. From the gun. Oh, they're after him. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. A run for the quarterback. Crosses to 35. Oh, a lot of space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
And the Aggies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers are on the move. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Volunteers! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. The snap sets up the throw. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Got his man. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble on the play. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly on the move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Hawkins.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution to make it happen?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Find some fresh air. Oh, he got loose. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
He splits the uprights. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. This is on the defense. It could be a first down. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the right side. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking for the score! And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Rush is on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB, and you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back, you can throw the ball a ton, you can trust him, get the ball with different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Sherrill. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down at them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 19 over Northwestern. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now they're going to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Myers. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air, it's Hawkins. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
In a rhythm, they haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He'll take it on the return. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.